Jay!
Yo. Oh, hello. How are you?
Oh, he did?
You guys
No, he started the live stream. He says congratulations.
very happy. I'm very excited for you guys. Sure.
The Nerdy Dad.
Yeah, she's using my earphone. Yes, you've seen Marish before. And there's our... The baby says hi.
Hi, baby.
What up, what up?
Yo, yo.
Alright guys, sorry for that technical difficulty. I had to get the sound working because I didn't want that to happen again. Same thing as last week. What up, guys?
Yo.
Here's my
Yeah,
son,
yo.
who's way
Yeah,
past
What up,
his
there's the
bedtime.
X?
star. There is the
What up,
star.
X? This is Wakanda.
Okay.
Guys, Adriana is saw my boomerang on Instagram story. She goes, "Is that Jason?"
Oh my
And I said,
goodness.
"Yup." Hey Jay, I'm gonna record you saying something. Say, oh wait, it's not gonna work because I have headphones on. Never mind.
Just like see my move.
Wait, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Just for you.
Acting.
Acting.
Wow, you're such a nut.
That's my Randy Orton.
Again, this is
yeah.
the Nerdy Dad here. Will Cito on the far left, and special guest Jason Farina right in the middle. How are you doing, guys?
I want to
Good,
next time we
good.
do intros, can we have like WWE entrance music in the background?
Like Funkmaster Flex. That's gonna be more.
Feeling Undertaker.
Oh my gosh! And then we can just black it out and then just like fade it up.
It's gonna be more production on my end.
I was gonna do DX like we did the Crash Chop. Ah! Oh, no, that would be very daddish.
Gentlemen, boys and girls.
Children of all ages.
But
The
yes, I'm
Nerdy
very
Dads.
excited to be with you guys. Two of my favorite people on this planet.
Aw, we love you, Jay.
Well, mad love.
Aw, mad love, Jay. We all worked. By the way we know each other is we all worked at a specific technology company. I don't know if we're allowed to say.
Oh,
A
banana.
fruit company. A fruit
A
company.
fruit company.
Banana hammock.
But
Oh, whoa.
Oh.
That sounds like a weird kind of story.
It was weird.
It was our old life. It was our old life.
We were good at it.
I don't know how we're gonna get through this 90 minutes. I'm sorry.
Was it 90 minutes last time, too?
It was almost 90 minutes with Ace. Actually, it was an hour and change.
Oh, wow.
So we are all dads, which is why we're on this show. Again, I am a dad of two. I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I have one on the way.
I'm a
Jay?
father of a 3.5, soon to be 4-year-old, and a 4-month-old boy and a girl.
Wow.
Arya's almost 4? My gosh.
I know.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
It's quick, man.
Unacceptable.
It's amazing. I feel like at the blink of an eye, she'll be asking for the car keys. But I'll say no. I'm gonna say no. Here's a scooter. Here's a Razor scooter, babe.
With the helmet and a mouth
Yes.
guard,
Yes.
shin guards, elbow pads,
How's
bubble wrap.
guys? How's your holiday shopping been going? And how's like
Complete.
What?
complete? What?
Complete. Yep.
What? That's amazing.
I gotta thank the missus for staying on top of me for that. She was like, just get it done.
Wow.
Yeah, I usually wait till last minute. Like Larry, I'll wait till like the final day. But she did not allow it. So she
I
needs some
do
better.
that, but not purposely. It just kind of happens that way each year, and then each year I tell myself, hey, it'll be so less stressful if you start early. And I have all these great ideas to start early, but then I don't. So it's the 14th, right? Yeah, it being the 14th, I am 30-40% done, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad.
The malls have been busy. If you're gonna go shopping, go on a Friday night. It seems like the malls have not been busy on Friday nights for some reason.
It's just,
Depend-
you know what it
do
is.
You go to?
Oh.
The last couple of
I
times I've gone to the Palisades Mall on Friday nights has been really dead.
Huh.
Wow, I haven't been there in a very long time.
Not
I
much
just keep
changed.
getting stuff for Aria. That's the problem. I just keep getting stuff for her.
Dude,
And I'm like, wait,
can-
there's other people
so
in my life.
every time we're at the mall and we're trying to go shopping, I end up at a toy store, and I just end up at FYE.
Yeah.
And I just end up
For the
getting
kids,
shit
right?
Kids.
For the kids.
For the kids.
Yeah,
Like,
it's crazy.
I would run right to the Star Wars aisle. Like, I think Aria would like this.
That's what we do at Disney Store. We go to Disney Store. It's like, oh, we think they like this. In my head, like, I would love this.
I know, right?
I would love that.
It's like,
So, hey, babe, I'm gonna go look for some toys for the kids, and I go over and go to like the action figure section,
Mhm. Where's Will? Where do you think?
shopping for the kids in the action figure aisle when I have all girls.
Hey, man. You know, my daughter loves Star Wars, and I think at the beginning I thought it was, simply just because I liked it. But then
Mhm.
she plays with it by herself without me doing anything. She has to watch it without me watching it. So I'm like, kind of realizing like she likes it, and that's
That's good.
That's
at the
good,
risk of
man.
sounding cheesy, it's one of the coolest feelings for me because you guys know what a dork I am with that stuff.
Right.
Right,
Hashtag
that's why
winning
I
in
show.
life.
Yeah.
You're doing something right if your daughter likes Star Wars.
Jay, real quick.
What happened?
You want to explain what your background is there?
Oh yeah. So clearly, I'm in my man cave. This is my man cave, where we have the lookout from Paw Patrol, and then we have the HP
Wow.
from PJ Masks. Where the PJ Masks. Think about PJ Masks
Wow.
is, do their parents know that they're out in crazy pajamas fighting crime? And if they do, when do these kids sleep? I worry about them.
I never
worry.
That's the premise of the show. So they only fight crime at night.
At night,
Like,
yeah,
like
and
Batman, but like it's
Yeah.
not Batman.
but it's always the same three villains, and they're also kids who are also out at night who probably also don't sleep very well.
It's a bad parenting right there.
They're
It's just like
super villains because they don't sleep at night, so they're
Yeah.
grumpy all the time.
They're super cranky. You nailed it, man.
Yeah, it's like, what, how do you
Yep.
have time for school? This is such a dad conversation to have right now.
Oh yeah, I took us down this. I'm sorry, but I did go down the rabbit hole one day on the website trying to figure out who these bad villains were and why these kids were awake. But anyway,
Dude. You're trying to figure out what's wrong with them, trying to make them better.
well then I realized that, I should really turn the microscope on myself and figure out what's wrong with me and why I'm going down this rabbit hole.
It's
Well,
like,
I
wait a
should
minute, it's
explain
1
that. I
a.m.
should explain.
Why is Arya up?
As a stay-at-home dad, I should mention that it's easy for me to find that time between
Yeah.
napping or feeding. Whereas when I was working, I would just goof off at work and go down those rabbit holes on my 15-minute breaks.
Right.
For
Man,
that
I wish I had that.
Jay,
I wish I had
Jay would be
that.
on Yahoo during breaks and just kind of
Yep.
looking over his shoulders. What the hell are you like? And then all
Well,
of a
the first
sudden-
mistake is that you're using Yahoo.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'll be the first to admit that. We can thank Paul Mooney for that. Give a little shout out here, Paul Mooney.
Is Paul Mooney
worked
still
for,
working at the free company?
I believe he is.
He
And
is?
before I worked there, I went there to get I believe they sell cellular phones, and I bought one of their cellular phones from him. He made my email address, so he created that Yahoo account.
Wow.
Wow.
Come on, Paul.
He's
You're
responsible
better
for
than that.
Who's
You're better than that, Paul.
cellular phones, by the way.
that.
We're trying to throw him off the scent.
Yeah,
We don't want to pay royalties.
I don't want to give those guys any promotion.
They got enough. Their market cap is huge.
So
100 people can guess at this point.
so kind of like to steer the topic real quick. Do you guys ever find yourself kind of just when you're out shopping, especially now during Christmas time, you're at some point in the day you spent so much money that you try saving money while you're still out in really weird ways? Go ahead, Will.
This past week has been penny pinching because how much we end up spending. Like, oh shoot, did I just spend my entire check? Crud. Learning still.
There you go.
No specific examples of how I try to save money, but it's more so like, man, I have no money to save or to pinch.
Oh my god. So like
wish-
specifically how?
Not eating lunch. Literally. That's how I save $10 here, $10 there.
Can I tell you so what I did today, and Fran's gonna, I don't know what she's gonna think of this, but like
Hi, Fran. When you watch this.
at
Hello.
Target, we went to Target today to get some shopping done, and Annalise, my daughter was hungry. Actually, it was lunchtime, so inside, a lot of Targets, there's a Starbucks and sometimes there's a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
This one had both. So
Nice.
we had already kind of like done our shopping at Target. I'm just like in the back of my head, it's like, okay, I need to maybe save some money or not eat. But I was also hungry too. So
Struggle.
So I told Alice, you want pizza? And she goes, yeah, I want pizza. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, she's not going to finish any of this pizza. So we got it, and because I wanted to get a slice from they do the personal pan pizzas over there. So I was like, I should get 2 personal pans. And I thought to myself, I'll save $4. She's not going to finish her pizza. So lo and behold, I just got one and a drink. Like clockwork, she eats half of each. So the personal pan has 4 slices. Like clockwork, she eats half of each slice. And said, "Daddy, I'm full." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh man, are you sure?
I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you're not hungry?" No, Daddy, you can have it. It's like free pizza.
I guess I will.
I need to learn these little tricks.
Jay,
I feel like my wife. Yeah, well, my wife, and this is not a criticism towards her whatsoever. It's one of the reasons why I married her, and it balances me out. She's kind of like that all the time, so not necessarily just because it's holiday time. Example would be, I was really, I'm not feeling that great tonight, but I was worse yesterday, and she stayed home from work because I was so bad I couldn't really do everything for the kids. And at one point, the doorbell rings, and I just go answer it, and it's just this girl, like not with a bag of groceries, not in a fresh dress uniform or anything. And it turns out my wife found a website that just has people go and shop for you. And when we talked about it in detail, we figured it will cost less than a train ride to the grocery store, or if I were to drive to the grocery store gas-wise. So I just admire her for that. One of my nicknames for her is the bargain baby.
Oh, nice.
So just randomly just went shopping for us, and she's like, "Yeah, I didn't get the bananas because they looked a little green." And I was just like, "Who are you?" I just like my wife. I'm like, "What's going on here?" So she had to explain it to me, and I was like, "I want to do that. I just want to be out and about shopping for people."
I wish. I wish.
Friends also.
I have my.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
Friend's also good at couponing. Like she's.
She's a coupon queen, man.
But like she's.
Yes, she is.
She's been off the game a little bit, but like I've witnessed some.
Don't let her hear you say that.
Well, no, it's true because it's Christmas, so she's thinking in Christmas mode. But I've seen like miracles happen at ShopRite. Like literally, $200 worth of groceries goes down to like $20, and I'm just like,
dang.
Do that? And she's like, she just looks at me and gives me a wink. And it's like, all right, whatever.
Magic, Mercy.
It's because she knows when coupons double, even like when coupons triple, what to get, how many quantities of what. It's like there's a whole science.
Like Las Vegas.
Yeah, and like there's a sixth sense to knowing what to get, what's on discount, and what you can like get more discount out of. And I'm just like, it's not something like I don't think
it's a lot of work.
Be able to learn. It's a lot of work, yeah.
Yeah, it is, man.
I'm impressed by the amount of diligence she has. I could not do it.
You know, as far as in my relationship, it balances out because she is saving money by doing something practical, and then there I am spending $20 in a Star Wars mobile game. So, you know, the yin and the yang.
Right.
You're funny, Jack.
All right.
I can't with you, bro.
Any stories from this week? Anything you want to kind of entertain us with?
Well,
So-
yeah. If you don't mind, I'll share a little like a dad save in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how you feel, the 14th may be really close to Christmas, maybe not very close to Christmas. I felt like it was to a point where I wouldn't have a tree just until a couple of days ago. And my wife actually said, she's like, no, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that we're not having a tree this year. And internally, I was like, no way. I kept hearing the song from Nightmare Before Christmas, Making Christmas, on my do. So I went out on the sly, dropped my daughter off at my mom's house, took Tristan, who slept through the whole process. It was great. Bought a tree,
Nice.
bought a wreath, and then had to figure out how to get the tree and my son in a stroller into my apartment at the same time. You guys should have seen that. That was funny.
Wow.
That was, yeah. So,
Oh my.
long story short, I'm sorry for being so silly, but when my wife came in, she did start to cry because it meant a bit more to her than I even realized. So it was cool.
What a
And you know, there's mad Star Wars ornaments on that tree.
yeah.
Yeah, nice.
There better be.
Nice.
Yep.
I brought this tree home.
Yeah. I don't know. It was pre-decorated with all the Star Wars stuff, babe. We just gotta keep it on there,
It's one of those theme trees. It's a theme tree.
right? Doesn't come off.
Applause for Jay. That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Hey, I learned a lot from you, Marsky. I learned a lot from you.
Aww. Round of applause for Mersky.
Hey, Marsky!
Yay. And also, okay, so before we
X,
get
get the
to
Kleenex.
before we get to the one of the things that we were gonna do today, I got into a conversation with some of my coworkers about when is the right time to put up your Christmas tree.
Right after Thanksgiving. That is when it begins being acceptable.
Okay.
I had some people say like they have a tradition where they don't put it up like till like 2 days before Christmas, and I was like,
What's the point?
Even Christmas Eve, I've heard.
That's
Well,
a lot of
you know,
work for.
It's funny. Like I think that if I look at it two different ways, like let's say I can put myself in the shoes of me before being a dad. That sounds nice. Like the day or two before, that sounds nice. Low maintenance, no pine needles stepping on. My cats have always eaten that stuff, and then they just throw it up, and they're like, "Here, you clean this up," and I'm like, "Oh, great, thanks." But as a dad, like I wanted that thing in there like as soon as possible, just because Aria gets so excited about it because she's at that age.
Yeah.
So I could see it either way. But I was talking to a guy that works in my building, and he was like, "Yeah, we do it Christmas Eve," and I'm like, "Oh wow, it's a little bit like stressful, and that's late."
Yeah.
That's
At
hey,
that point,
each their own.
Is it a real?
It's like a lot of work.
At that point.
I've always done fake trees. I've never done a real tree.
Wow.
I've done both.
You know what?
Yeah.
Done
I
both.
can see that. We've done like fake trees when I was little. You know what? I haven't done a fake tree since I got married. But I think up until that point,
Oh,
I've
wow.
always done like fake trees. But
I've always done fake trees.
Jay, fake trees.
You know
or real
what?
trees?
We've had fake trees growing up, and when I was single by myself, fake trees because it ties into the maintenance. But just like Marsky was saying, since being married and kids, real tree. But it just hit me though. I asked the most dad question every time I get it. I asked the guy, was this tree treated for ticks? Like I don't think that question would have been on my radar before pre-kids. My sister does deal with Lyme disease, but it's more making sure my
Right.
family is okay.
That's actually
Wow.
a good thing to ask for. Yeah. Look, I wouldn't.
I would've
wouldn't
never
have
thought
think
that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
But
thought.
the scary thing is they never know. They never have an answer for me. They're like, oh, I don't know.
Like, it's a tree,
I
man.
know.
Come on.
Exactly. It's like I bought it from a tick.
That's crazy. Wow. I mean, this is my first year putting up a tree and decorating it with family, so that was very emotionally rewarding and warmed my heart. Watching them get all excited about putting up ornaments.
Even if you can't do that every year, it's nice to do that. You kind of like touch base in a way.
Right. So that's cool though. It was like, this probably took like probably over an hour, but we had all these ornaments that we put up, and then had Christmas music in the background, and I picked up the little one so she could hang up stuff higher in the tree. So really it was fun. It was new, so it was awesome.
You said something that made me think about Christmas music. Do you guys have like a go-to album that you guys listen to, like Christmas morning or Christmas Eve?
I don't want to say the Amazon girl name too fast because it's going to actually respond if I say it loud. But I told her to play classic Christmas music and then just load up the playlist, I guess. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ricky, what about you?
I have my father was the one that's really into the Christmas music, so we generally have just a bunch of random stuff on the playlist that's not necessarily
Nice. This remake's actually pretty darn good too.
Yeah.
The remake album? Yeah.
And, ever since I was little, we've done John Denver and the Muppets Christmas.
Ah, nice.
So I, without realizing, have done that throughout my adulthood and definitely passing that on to Aria and Tristan.
Yeah, mine's in the Home Alone, so like I'm trying to pass that along to my family now too. Yeah. You see this? Dun 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 dun.
Yo, what you know about that life?
Where we break for like commercial.
The Nerdy Dads. 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 Yo, what you know about that life? The Nerdy Dads. The Nerdy Dads. The Nerdy Dads.
Yo,
Yo, yo,
we
yo.
back.
Sorry
We
about
are
that. We had
back.
to
Hey,
take a break
hello.
to fix some other technical difficulty,
Howdy.
but now.
Is that Paw Patrol?
Paw Patrol.
Nice eyes, X.
Nice eyes.
Nice eyes, X.
Indeed.
All right, guys, you can see that the screen has changed a little bit because it's time for the dad joke face off.
Where's
Dad joke face up.
Where's he?
All right, so I'm gonna actually take my headphones off real quick so we can hear. But all right, so
I'm in Adventure Bay.
Xavier, Tito Will and Tito J are actually gonna go against each other in a dad joke face off.
What
And
about you?
you have to no, Daddy's not gonna do it. But
What?
You have to decide which joke was funnier. They're each gonna get 5 jokes, and it's gotta be your 5
Oh
best, guys.
man.
So and
You
then
mean the
have to
5 best
tell
Google
them
jokes?
which one is good and which one needs
Well, I'll take odds. You
needs
take
work.
evens.
Okay.
All right. I guess, Jay, do you want to go first, or you want me to go
Yeah,
first?
I'll throw one out there.
All right, go for it.
Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
Wow. I'm so mad at you right now.
All right, Will, your turn.
Okay, let's see. All right, ready, X? What time did the man go to the dentist? Tooth hurty.
All right, who wins that one? Jay.
So one of my
You can
favorite
tell him.
ones.
Say Jay wins.
Jay wins.
Dang it.
Okay,
Dang it.
1-0
All right.
Jay.
Trying to bring out the big guns. Hold on.
Now, Will, you go first this round.
Yeah, punch him on prime.
Okay. Some of these are kind of adultish, right?
I noticed, and almost racist.
Okay,
And
don't do
sexist.
those.
Yeah, no, I did not.
Okay. Let me
Will
see.
goes first
Okay.
on this one.
Those are for later. Those are for the
All
after
right,
dark.
ready, X? What do you call a fake noodle?
What?
An impasta.
Okay,
Dang it.
Who said that joke?
Will.
Okay.
So
Go ahead, Jay.
this is one that my wife actually used just the other day, and I saw it again today. You know, when you go, Aria, my daughter said, "Hey, Dad, did you get a haircut?" And I say, "No, I cut them all."
that's the epitome of dad joke.
Who gets the point?
Will.
Yeah. 1-1.
Jay
All
was
right.
better, but I'm not the judge.
Hey, can't judge the
All right,
judge.
Jay. Do the honors.
1-1.
Do the honors of round 3.
Losers out. So Jay goes next.
Okay. Hey, Dad, can I watch the TV? Yeah, sure, but just don't turn it on.
What?
My daughter's
That
always
happened in
asking
real
to
life.
watch TV, so I try to make it fresh for her.
That's an actual Jay exclusive.
Wow. Good, Will.
All right. I got a special one for you, X. Ready? How does Darth Vader like his toast?
How?
On the dark side.
Who gets that point?
Tie.
Tie?
Tie? Oh my
look at
gosh.
that.
All right.
What?
Wow. Okay, so it's still 1-1.
All right, Jay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jay.
Who goes first? Will you go first? This time?
Okay, sure. I can go first. Let's see. Hold on. I'm not reading these fast enough. All right, ready? All right. Where do you learn to make ice cream?
X.
At Sunday school.
You actually laughed at that one.
I like it.
Gosh. Go ahead, Jay.
All right. What do lazy farmers grow?
What?
Couch potatoes.
Your expression makes it so much funnier.
Who wins that one?
Another time.
Another tie?
Oh, down to the final round.
This into the fire. Into the fire.
Final round. All right, All right, I gotta find a good one. Oh man.
Jay goes first
Okay.
this
Who was first?
You.
Me? Okay. Um, I asked a friend to help me with a math problem, and he says, "This is a piece of cake." And I said, "No, it's a math problem."
Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Okay. Hold on. All right, ready, X? I think you'll like this one. All right, ready? X, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down.
That's way over his head. Seriously?
What? He knows gravity.
Will gets that point?
Yeah, see? Because I gave him a smart joke.
Look at that.
4-3.
No, it's 2-1.
On his way to NASA.
Just tied two of them. Oh, you want to give them each that point for the other two? Okay, fine. 4-3. Will's up.
All right, so you got to do one more?
You got.
Was it first to 5?
One more.
One more. Okay, so either we tie it up or I bring home the W.
Right. All right. Will goes first.
Oh, man. Okay, now this is hard. Okay, I'm running out of jokes. All right. Okay. X, I would never buy anything with Velcro because it's a complete ripoff.
Why? All right, Jay.
These are so great.
Come on, Jay. Beat him.
Okay. Why do cows have bells?
Wow.
Because their horns don't work.
Wow.
Oh, Jay gets the point. Okay, so it's tied. So one tiebreaker. This is the last one.
Hey!
Sudden death
Overtime?
face off.
This one.
Hold on. I'm gonna go to a new site now.
Why also can't have a balloon? Don't say the punchline.
What?
I feel like I can come in and win it just by saying the New York Knicks are good.
Thanks.
Wait, he has a joke.
Why?
Go for it.
can't Also have a balloon.
Why can't I have a balloon?
Why can't Elsa have a balloon?
Why?
Your timing was off on that one.
I didn't even hear
I
him.
couldn't hear. What was the why?
All right, here we'll tell it again. Okay, ready? So, why can't Elsa from Frozen have a balloon?
Why?
Because you won't let it go.
Because she can't let it go.
You know that song, Let It Go?
Yeah.
Let it go.
My friend.
Let it go.
I don't think, no matter how young, old you are, you cannot avoid that song.
No.
Unavoidable.
And there's another one coming out. There's a second one coming out.
Oh,
All right,
goodness.
let's finish this up. So,
Okay.
tiebreaker here. What's Will goes first.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
I'm trying to load a website. Okay. Okay. X, what do polar bears eat for breakfast?
What?
Frosted flakes.
Oh my
Not my
God.
best, but I like that one.
All right, Jay.
All right. When is a car not a car?
Oh boy.
When?
When it turns into a driveway.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Wow. I have no words for that one at all.
Okay, who wins?
I gave that one to Will on the platter.
You know, meeny, miny, mo.
Dude, I'm so good at this game, though.
Will
Wait,
wins.
I have a chance.
Thank you, boy.
Thank you, X.
Bye, X.
Great job, dude. Good job.
All
And
right.
look at
Back to
that.
your
Wait,
business.
it's 14 minutes to what? What happens in 14 minutes?
What happened?
Till midnight.
Turn into a
Oh.
pumpkin.
What I always wanted. Turn
A
into a
birthday
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
What? What's your joke? Hold on. Here's another one. Go ahead.
What did the state say to the other state?
What?
Ohio.
Oh, brother. Get out of here. Oh, hi, no. Alright. Switch back real quick. Hold on, guys. Did I lose your audio again? I can't believe this. Hang on. Are you guys on mute?
Good at stuff. Good at business. Yeah, I just got yelled at. My son is apparently crying, and my wife
Just my
was like,
headphones. Never mind.
User error.
Sorry.
I can hear the lag. It's so funny.
You know what? I'm just glad the sound's working. That's where all that fiddling.
Oh, I just burped. I wonder if they can hear it.
I did not.
Okay, good. I pointed out, so it doesn't really matter. Dang it.
All
Our
right,
special
guys.
effects guy out in the truck is going to make like a little bubble.
All right, so we're gonna get into the next thing on our topic list, which is Nerdy Dad movie time. Nerdy Dad movie time. So Will, you saw the Mortal Engines. How was that? Hang on. Guys, I just totally lost your audio.
Well, the trailers really got me into it. Uh-oh. Actually, or is it headphones again?
Oh, there we go.
Was it headphones again?
No,
It's all an act.
it's-
We just pretend that there's technical difficulties.
Okay,
Make
we
us
just
look like
lip
we know how to fix them.
I think
I
it's,
actually just started lipping my responses, and then I pretending like that I'm actually talking.
Okay, so a lot of editing gotta go on later. How was the Mortal Engines? I saw the thumbs down, but
Long story short, they tried way too hard to make this movie into really like a next big franchise, and it felt like they're trying to do that. So as it wasn't seamless, and the story was all over the place.
damn.
And they tried to throw some like twists and turns in there, but it didn't feel natural. So it's kind of like the shock factor wasn't there for it either. So it had some cool action scenes. Some characters have too much.
Oh, this is getting annoying. Hang on.
Yo, what you know about that life?
this is what we work with when we're trying something new. Oh, and it's buffering on YouTube.
Oh wow.
We are breaking the internet, folks.
The Nerdy Dads. The Nerdy
Pop up.
Dads.
I did. It's Skype.
Yeah. It's like I know.
It's like, I know who you are.
I know what I'm using.
It's Skype.
I installed you.
Okay, now it's working.
God, I'm sorry, guys.
Ooh,
You guys are
you're dabbing. Yeah, Jay was just dabbing.
That's my dabbing.
So this is officially going to be the last time we use Skype.
Is it Skype at fault here?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry if anybody here works for Skype that's going to be watching, but
Well, there goes my paid advertisement. Wonderful.
this isn't like it's just the sound just keeps knocking off for whatever reason.
I wonder if we can use FaceTime, the new FaceTime.
We probably can.
I wonder.
It's only me.
Anyway, finish up that last thing about the Mortal Engines. So basically, it sucked.
It sucked, and I was gonna say I was segueing into you talking about Spider-Verse.
So,
Mortal Engines, Spider-Man, go for it.
Oh, was that a pun from like Amazing Spider-Man is Making Friends? Spider-Friends
What?
Go for it? Never mind.
Oh no, it wasn't.
I
But
just proved that
sure,
I'm much more of a nerd than you are.
your dirty status is
You just
level 11.
You just out nerded him.
Just out nerded.
It's like getting a wedgie.
So Spider-Verse was probably, and I don't know how you guys would feel about this statement, it's probably the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
And compared to live
words.
action, also.
Compared to live action, just like...
It's better than Spider-Man 3?
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Just like everything about
Sorry.
it was very... just new and fresh, and
I definitely agree with that.
from the animation to the, and this is not a spoiler because in all the trailers, the multiple
Spider-Man.
Spider people that were in it,
Right.
and just the story that was weaved together is better than anything I've seen. Because if you really kind of just sit down and think about it, the Raimi Spider-Man movies were, the first one was an origin story. The second one
Yep.
was an awesome story, pitting him against Doctor Octopus. That's probably the best Spider-Man movie, and then I have Homecoming in second for me.
Mm.
But after watching Spider-Verse, story-wise, plot-wise, and kind of just overall entertainment, it was probably the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
The Rotten Tomatoes hype for me is real. Rotten Tomatoes, it's 90 something, and it was at 100 something for a while on Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
Wow.
But,
It was getting really good reviews.
yeah, it's must see for the holiday. And if you're a comic book fan, it's gonna. If you're a Spider-Man fan too, it's just gonna blow you away. I don't want anybody to think that it's gonna be like straight out of the comic book story wise.
Right. It's an adaptation, right?
For Spider-Man, it's an adaptation, but it's a really good adaptation, in my opinion. So
Wow. High praise, man.
yeah, it's holiday recommendation. Any Spider-Man or comic book fan recommendation. It's straight out of the comic too, just like the style of the
Right.
art, and
Right.
just spot on. I think they did a really good job. The voice acting was great too.
Any big names for the voice actors?
Yeah, actually, so we all know Spider-Man Noir is in the movie.
Yep.
And Nick Cage is Spider-Man Noir.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Were you able to kind of like, were you like kind of like fixate on that, or was it more like it kind of became like seamless?
It became seamless. You know it's Nick Cage when he starts talking though, but it works for the story.
Okay.
I think that was a perfect voice casting. Um, Spider Ham. Have you guys know your comic books? Spider Ham, which is
Yep.
the alternate like pig version of Spider Man,
Yep.
is played by John Mulaney from Big Mouth.
John Mulaney's awesome.
Yeah, and again another spot on kind of voice casting choice on that. Chris Pine plays the ultimate uh, ultimate universe Spider Man.
Oh, nice. Chris Pine, really?
Chris Pine, yeah. I had to check the credits
Huh.
on that one too. I was like, wow, Chris Pine, awesome.
Nice.
And I forget who plays the 616 one. It was another kind of well-known actor, but I can't like think of it at the moment. But yeah,
Wow.
overall, if you guys get a chance to go see it, I actually picked to see this one over Wreck-It Ralph. I know everyone's seen Wreck-It Ralph already, but
Right.
I picked this one.
I was gonna ask, did you take both the kids to see Spider Verse?
Yes, Annalise is actually a huge Spider-Man fan, and
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you've told you guys this. I might have told Will and Ace the story last week, but like, when Homecoming comes on. Oh no, she did this. She did this when we were watching Avengers and Infinity War when it was already out on digital. She's like, when Peter Parker comes on the screen, she goes, "It's Spider-Man," and I was like,
Oh,
That's your baby
I
girl.
was like,
Nicely
no,
done.
No,
It's like,
you shouldn't be like acting like that.
we should have like a crush on Spider Man. Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
oh!
Yeah,
I didn't know it was like that. I
It's
thought she just like
it's Spider-Man.
knew it.
You know what though? For our first crush, it's pretty good, Marsky.
he's a stand-up guy. He's a stand-up fictional guy, man.
He's a
But
good kid.
She goes, Annalise, you like Spider-Man? What do you like about Spider-Man? She goes, I like his voice. And I was like,
Ooh,
no,
ooh,
no,
ooh.
no. But she loved the movie, and so did
That's sweet.
Xavier. It was good taking them, and they were really. By the end of the movie, she started liking Spider Gwen, which was cool.
Spider Gwen is such a cool costume design, man. It's like one of my favorite costume designs of the last decade.
Yeah.
Seriously, Spider Gwen's new costume. Well, not new anymore, but the costume they debuted for Spider Gwen is so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it went through before, but it looks like it's funny too. The movie.
Oh yeah.
It does.
It's a good mix of everything.
Yeah.
And it
Cool.
also it hits you in the feels in some sort. The not to totally spoil the plot line, but it's there's a lot of parallels of Miles Morales's Spider-Man to origin story to Peter Parker's. Just not in like the way you would normally see it, but you'll draw the parallels once you see the movie, and then
Gotcha.
it kind of ties everything together. And the thing that ties all the Spider people together too in the movie, it'll hit you just like wow. Overall, very good.
My daughter likes to kind of get up and walk around, and just like say hi to people in the movie theater.
Aww.
It's tricky, but there's a movie theater that offers every Tuesday the first showing of every movie. They don't put the lights as low and the sound isn't as loud, and they welcome like infants, toddlers, and stuff like that. So actually, I'm gonna see if it's playing there. I could take her. She would be into that.
I mean, the Rotten Tomatoes is giving it such great reviews, which is shocking for an animated movie of superhero stature.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's pretty remarkable that Marvel has figured it all out on all digital media fronts. That they can make live action, they can make animated, they can do TV shows. Like, how do you guys not mess up ever? This is crazy.
They're doing something.
Technically, this is also Sony's animation department in association with Marvel. I don't know how what the
Right.
involvement
Good point.
Of each one was, but yeah, you're right.
Good point.
Superhero wise, like this is like the first kind of animated movie that they kind of nailed.
Yeah. Yeah, because DC is known for their animated movies. Because they have great dark story arcs. But Marvel has been playing catch up with that. But I think they finally surpassed with this one.
It's true. So
My AirPods died. That's how awesome we are.
Mine's about to die too.
I can't believe that they've never died.
That's why I
Me and
got
my
these on.
Menopause.
Next time we'll have these on.
Yeah, I got to. They're prepared.
So we're gonna switch gears, not too far off gear, but we're gonna switch gears again real quick. Hang on.
Who's Chef Blackbeard?
Oh, that's Jason. Is he watching? Awesome.
Yep.
Hey Jay, shout out to Jason Mercegan. Thank you for watching the show. Anybody else on there? I'm not even checking the.
Nope, that was the only one that messaged. I just noticed it too. I don't know how long ago it was.
What do you say?
We're on top of it. He said, "Hello, people."
Oh, hey Jay.
So,
So,
We're
switching
good
gears
at
real
this.
Quick, to TV shows that are going to be must watch for next year. I don't know if you guys saw, but Stranger Things is season 3's announcement came out. I'm going to play that real quick. Let's see
Oh no, I didn't watch season 2 yet. Shoot.
They're not going to.
Okay.
So it just, again, like it did with the last time, it just brings the title credits and the titles of the episodes.
I feel like there are some people out there that are going to data mine it somehow and figure out.
They're gonna have the whole story figured out just by looking at this somehow.
Exactly, just by the name of an episode.
Yeah. So as you can see from that last one, though, it's going to be set in 1985, which is appropriate because season 1 was 83, season 2 is 84, now it's going to be 85. So that brings me to this question. I don't know if you guys had some time to kind of look into this, but 1985. Oh, whose sync is going off right there?
Oh, shoot, you guys can hear that. My bad.
It's okay. It's a live show.
Yep.
Think about 19. Well, okay. Don't think about 1985 because you weren't even born yet.
I was not even able to think back then.
Right. So, a movie from 1985 that, like, basically your favorite movie from that particular year. There's a lot to choose from 1985.
That year is unbelievable. Mercy, when we spoke the other day, and I did some.
Wow.
I couldn't believe what I saw. Like, I started to think about, what
Whoa.
people, who were born in the past couple of years will say, okay, the movies that came out in 2018, and then you look at this list, like, Back to the Future, Goonies, Commando,
Wow.
Weird Science, just to name a few. It's remarkable how many original movies came out that specific
Friday
year.
the 13th and Freddy Krueger.
Yep. I mean,
What?
Rambo, the first one came out that year. Meanwhile, Rocky was already on the 4th installment.
Rocky
the same year.
4. Wow.
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
My favorite silly movie is Clue. I don't know if you guys were a fan of that movie, but that came out that year as well.
And Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And Goonies.
Goonies in the first Police Academy.
I'm gonna have to go with. I mean, I hope this doesn't sound bad because I love Back to the Future. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. But I gotta go with Breakfast Club, dude. That movie is a classic for a reason.
Out of everything, you go with Breakfast Club. Why?
Because every time I watch that movie, I get like the good feels, and I don't know. Like I watched that movie when I was younger. I don't know, before I was even a teenager. So I don't know. That movie stuck with me, and every time it's on, it's one of those I have to sit and just watch it if it's on. But yeah, Back to the Future. I mean, obviously holds a very special place in most of our nerdy hearts. But Breakfast Club, bro, it was real for the '80s. And it does some real serious topics.
I got to go with Goonies.
Good choice.
Growing up, that all the way from that one road where they were riding their bikes down in Oregon or whatever, and like the neighborhood, I've always been like interested in that area. Also, just the tight group that they had. They wore the Goonies from Data with all those crazy devices. The big brother, I mean, Josh Brolin being the older brother is hysterical. And then
Thanos.
by chance, I call my daughter Goonie, and she responds to it, and so she loves it. So it ties into that too.
Cool.
Yeah, and the movie was star packed. What about you, Max?
So I mean, yeah. So when you look at that list, it's hard to pick. I think I love all those movies, but if there was one to stand out that I would watch all the time on repeat, is
Mm.
actually something that is on Netflix now for this month. I don't know if you guys know, but in 1985, The Last Dragon came out.
Yes, I
Yeah,
saw that on the list.
Wow.
The Last Dragon is something I can always just kind of for me just rewatch and kind of just not get tired of it. Goonies is
I thought
also
you
up there
were
for
going to
me
choose Teen Wolf.
in that range too. Teen Wolf, yes, yes.
I thought that was going to be your choice.
I mean, it could have been. I think any of these movies could have been on the my top choice. But if I were to pick solely
Mad Max.
on
Yeah,
rewatchability,
been impressed.
it's got to be the Last Dragon. And kind of, out of all the movies that came out in 1985, that one is a lot. There's a lot of quotable stuff in there. Um,
That's crazy.
yeah. Also, I know Will, if you knew this, but the little martial arts kid that's on there, Ernie Reyes Jr., is in the Last
Yeah.
Dragon, and he is of Filipino descent. He was one of Short Round, Dada, who's the same person. One
Yep.
of my little kid heroes growing up because we didn't have a lot of representation back then.
Very true.
That was solely relatable. So growing up, like those two characters, I mean, actually
Yeah.
three characters, but two
So, like,
actors
choose.
were kind of there as my representation when I was little. So that's why I pick
I think-
the Last Dragon.
I think Ernie Reyes Jr. is also in the Ninja Turtles
Two.
3. Is it 2 when they time travel?
No, he's in two. He
They
plays
travel time.
the pizza guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and he fights like some foot soldiers.
Yep, and he kicks their butt.
Yep.
He's also,
Yes, he does.
He's also the stunt person in part 1 for Donatello.
The Ray is a very well-known family in the martial arts world. They're one of like the royal families of the martial arts. I'd
Yeah.
say.
Mhm.
Yep.
Agreed. Still up there.
And when did the original Karate Kid come out? Was it 84?
84. Yeah. So
Because I'm looking at 86 right now, and Karate Kid 2 is in 86. And of course, the movie that we'll probably all choose, which is Transformers.
is 86. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You got the touch.
You got the power.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Oh, something you say, yeah, Mayor. Thanks for bringing it home.
Sorry.
Way to go, Dad.
No. No. Not you guys, sorry. Dirk Diggler killed that song for me. Sorry. And we're not going to elaborate for where Dirk Diggler came from. And the last year we're going to switch to today. Do you guys have a specific Christmas that you remembered from when you were a kid? And
Good question.
how would you try to recreate that memory for your kids?
Oh, shoot.
I got something.
Go for it, dude.
We'll give you a moment to think, Will. Now I don't remember the exact year, so I'll give you like a range. I think it was between. Well, it was after I graduated grammar school, so it was after '93. Before I graduated high school, which was '97, so between '93 and '97. Gotta give some detail here to make it make sense without going too overboard with my details, which Maris and Will know. I like to add a lot of details in. Anyway, father didn't live with me, but still kept in touch. So he'd come over Christmas morning, and I had asked for a guitar. It's a big order, So I'm opening up my, a couple video games and some Star Wars Christmas ornaments. But meanwhile, I'm tearing into each package, expecting it to be a guitar. Get to the last gift, and there was no guitar. I was very grateful and happy for what I got. I was still a little salty about not getting this guitar.
Right.
And he goes, "Hey Jay, what's that thing over there?" And so the room layout was like a very long rectangle, the Christmas tree being on one end. So he points to the other end of the room, and I just see a blanket over something, and I'm like, "What is that blanket doing in the middle of the room?" Okay.
Oh, boy.
Of course, I pull the blanket off, and it's a guitar case. Lost my mind. Not purposely, but totally ended up kind of recreating that this year for Aria. Radio
Oh.
Fire. Again, Radio Fire. I expect a check in the mail tomorrow. Check this out. They made a Luke Skywalker land speeder replica, and it like
What?
yeah, it's like real deal. It like drives by itself. Long story short, I got that for her, and I'm gonna keep it
Nice.
like on the side. It's so big, so I'm gonna put it like somewhere else. So when she's done with everything, I'm like, "No, what's that?
Nice.
You know, part of this is seeing it through their eyes and being able to experience it through their eyes, and they make everything brand new again. So it's great.
Yeah, that's true. No, absolutely.
Yep.
Being able to recreate the happiness that we felt with them is, I guess, the main goal, especially for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yep. Totally. Will?
Yeah, I have one. I don't remember what the year was, but it was at the time my best friend at the time was my cousin, and he was living with us at the time. It was a very short amount of time, but he was living with us. So it was Chris. What we used to do is that we would stay up on Christmas Eve, wait till midnight, and then open presents. And so he was living at our place. It was Christmas Eve, and we just spent the entire day like playing video games and hanging out. Mega Man 10 had just came out, so we busted out Mega Man 10, beat most of the game, and it was just like a day I remember very specifically because we got to literally play games all day. First time I ever got to do that, and then we started getting like running out of steam towards like the midnight time, but we knew it was present, so we were like trying to keep each other awake, and then we ended up we hit midnight, went downstairs, and it was like the entire all of our extended family was there, open presents. I got like a bunch of gifts that I wanted. Then we went right back to playing games and fell asleep playing video games, and for some reason that one's the one that sticks out in my brain the most. When I think about like great Christmas as a child.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome, dude.
getting to play with your best friend all day. Yeah.
I
I
had,
wish it could be so simple.
oddly
Yep.
enough, 30 years ago to this Christmas, probably was my favorite one for a couple different reasons. And we have a lot of it on tape because at that point, I think from 1985, 86, 87, 88, we had videotaped all our Christmases on a big video camera.
Nice.
And
Mhm.
88 was the last time that we actually recorded a very special Christmas in my childhood. One in part because I got a new bike that I've been wanting all year. 88 was an interesting year for me, only because during the summer I got hit by a car. It was
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, 6 years old. I got hit by a car.
Jeez.
I almost actually, it's actually a pretty serious thing. I almost died. But yeah, I got hit by a car, and then I spent my whole summer in like a cast. I couldn't ride the bike that I was on, and by the time,
Wow, that's torture.
by the time I was able to ride a bike, my bike was too small.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah.
Goodness,
So,
sorry.
So I had
That's
I asked
awful.
for a bike for Christmas, and then you'll see if you ever watch this video, you'll see in the video like there's a big ass package underneath the tree, and I go in there, and it's like I open it, and it's like, oh, it's my bike. It's my bike. it was a pretty big present for me to get. Also, 1988 was a very special year because it was the last year for me, and it might get a little serious in a minute, but it was the last year that I'd say my entire family was like complete at that point. Because the following year, my mom's oldest sister, who's my godmother, passed away, and then kind of like, and she passed away that next Christmas, like on
Oh.
Christmas Day. It was it's very
Christmas Day?
yeah. It was kind of a sad
Oh man.
following year, but very special because last time everybody was like just truly really happy, and everybody I had gotten everything that I wanted on a personal note, and you know this is probably the best Christmas from when I was as a kid. Um, you know, it's good to kind of recreate that moment with your kids. And if I were to think about what made me happy 30 years ago, is just getting everything that I wanted and having everybody together,
Yeah.
which was, you know, having everybody together. Looking back on it was more special than actually getting everything that I wanted.
Well,
But yeah, this year Christmas is going to be at our house. Everyone's coming into our house, so hopefully they'll look back on it. Hopefully I'll have some video of it if I don't forget. Um, hopefully we'll be able to recreate a memory, like a great memory like that. And we kind of went all out on the gifts for them this year too. So
nice. It's very easy to do for the little ones, man.
yeah. Although the older one, he's still awake. I'm not gonna specify what we got him.
Oh, good.
But
Oh.
it's a little bit that's a little bit more specific for him. So, but hopefully wish fulfillment will be in the air for him during Christmas time.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's the goal.
Cool.
Oh, Will, we lost you.
Oh, can you hear me?
I think your maybe headphones died. I see you, but I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh. How about now?
I hear you, but it's very faint.
Yeah, because the died.
Look what time it is, boys.
What time is it?
Is it somebody's birthday time?
Was my speech that long that I didn't even realize it was my birthday just now?
No, you were speaking for 19 minutes.
Is it your birthday?
Wow. Bye, Will.
No, seriously. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Marsky.
Thanks, guys. And on that note, guys, thanks everyone for watching. If you're still there and awake, I want to
Thank you.
Will and Jay for joining us on the show. Next week,
Thank you.
hopefully, we'll get all the kinks worked out and all the sound issues worked out. But again, thanks guys for watching, and we'll chop it up for next time.
Cool. Adios.
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 Yo, what you know about dad life? The Nerdy Dads.